Hello, my name is Shudley, and welcome back for another episode of Columbia Space Initiative Supreme World Ultimate. And in previous episodes, we started our attack into China, and, well, we took a decent chunk of land here. Not necessarily quite as much as I hope to achieve there, but that's fine. We're continuing right where we left off, so the unit movements were set up last time. We're just continuing directly. I'm not gonna delay too much in here, I don't think. I wonder, maybe we should get the artillery into that town instead. I mean, although you are getting some hits over there at least. Is that? Oh, that's only 6. Okay, so that was supposed to be part of that group, I think. Are these abandoned? No, that's just a small village. Okay, so that may be a problem then. May need some help there. But overall, the war is going fairly well. We're currently making a ton of money at least. Actually, a fair bit of money. How is the price of consumer goods? Well, it has improved a tiny bit. Now, the good thing about... Oh, it's actually increasing now. Oh. But yes, the good thing about consumer goods is that eventually, once we have our economy set up correctly, we can just lower the amount or the domestic price low enough so that we can keep the global market price stable, more or less, and we can then still make the max amount of money from the domestic sales, and basically just use up anything that we produce, more or less. And that will also allow us to boost our economy internally quite a bit. But let's go ahead and build another consumer goods factory in here. That's only going to be one in there right now being produced, but that's probably fine because we've got the engineers. That's going to be relatively expensive in the construction compartment of things. Ooh, right, let's shift you down here. Shift these down here. We'll attack these two towns next, I reckon. And over here the infantry needs to pull back from that one. We'll gather up these units down here in the south to start assisting in the combats in here. Now, I know that they are going to be fighting the other garrison there as well, but that should not be an issue. Now we can get the infantry back in there. We're going to send that one unit to be repaired again, which is probably going to take some time. And then let's shuffle you down this way. You can attack the industrial complex there. Slowly but surely we're going to be taking... Oh, did you not move? Or are you out of supplies? You might be out of supplies, actually. Luckily, this is a village with some supplies to be spread out, so that is going to help a little bit. Now, how much... Yeah, we lost a little bit of money in the starting of the construction, but that shouldn't be a massive issue in the long run. We'll just wait for the infantry to get into the city, and then we'll move this one to help with the assault on the... Well, that one's at least abandoned town. So those should go down rather nicely. Well, the garrison should fall rather quickly. Right, then next thing is just start moving it around over here to take out more of the land. You know, secure the area. So that whatever artillery they bring in is not going to be able to bombard, especially the complex down here. It's quite expensive to repair. And then we got some anti-aircraft guns, or surface-to-air missiles in here. Should keep the skies clear most of the time anyway. Let's give you orders to move into the city already. There we go. Took that one. I suppose we could shuffle around some of these. And then attack the next one. Down south. Now I'm pretty sure that China would not take a peace deal with me. Like, I honestly wouldn't mind taking a peace deal. That would allow me to focus less on the military and more on the economy side of things. And we could then maybe get through the research a little bit faster. Oh, we're actually making quite a profit now. How is our economy doing then? Well, the inflation hasn't gone down yet. GDP is still quite terrible. Like 764 per capita. Of course, our population is quite massive as well. It's going to be much harder to keep it to very high on massive populations. But yeah, assuming that no one declares war on us after destroying China, which, well, there's no guarantee one way or another right now. But hopefully, they won't. And that will give us a fair bit of leeway in all of that. Oh, actually, one thing that's probably giving us a lot of money is because we're using a lot less military goods right now. Not going to increase the production of that quite yet, but technically I can if I need to. Now, Xiantao. Let's go to the next one. We'll just clear out some of the area around here. And... oh, right, they're bombarding us. Okay, well, let's go ahead and take that. These two can attack there. This one needs to pull back. The rest of them can keep on fighting, though. Now, how far are we from getting the future military designs? It's still 3 months away. Not great, to be fair. Is that a... that's a Banninsan. Okay, so the infantry should be able to clean that up on their own. We got one of the crows repaired. Just send you up north. For the time being, over here we are still winning that combat, I would say. We can move on to the next town here. Near Yingtan. Guixi is actually the name. As far as I can tell. Right, so the garrison should fall rather soon up there. Further north along there, and now we're going to take Xiantao. Of course, this is actually 9 units, so we need to entrench there. Well, actually, we can just go to the next town over here. And then over here, let's see, they do have a garrison there, so the infantry might not be enough on its own. But we can certainly send in another infantry unit, and then, I mean, these are quite experienced units, so they might be okay. Well, for the most part, anyway. Send these to be repaired in Wuhan. Well, of course, domestic prices are too high. We're currently running at 200 on domestic prices across the board. Just to have enough money to, you know, do buildings and that sort of stuff. But eventually, once we don't need to spend much on military, or train new units or anything like that, then we can probably lower the expenditures quite a bit, and then we can maybe lower the domestic prices a little bit as well, so that people can kind of spend a bit more. It should increase the approval ratings a little bit, and a few other things as well. Okay, inflation hasn't actually gone down. Or up, rather. I suppose I should say. Alright, we're bombarding there. How we... no, we not destroy the garrison there. We don't really have the... actually, no, we do have troops here. Let's send you across the river. And then over here, I suppose what we can do is take out the city here first. Now, let's have a look at the eastern front once more. Infantry can keep on moving there. These can move forward. So slowly but surely, that island is probably going to be left alone for the time being. I mean, that should... if there's no units there, it should flip to us eventually. Once we capture... oh, hello. Oh, no. Did they destroy... no, they just captured the city, but... oh, the artillery didn't move. I see what happened, okay. Let's make sure that we have some garrisons in here. Not gonna go for full garrisons, I don't think. But one garrison here and there, just enough to stop them. That might also increase the employment rate a tiny bit. How much? We still got 5.4 million reserve personnel. I mean, we did have quite a massive army back when we were still fighting USA. But now that we've gotten rid of most of that, it's not quite as big of a problem anymore. Send this one back for repairs. Another one of the crows to send forward along the coast towards Shanghai. Now we've got these units here, let's gather them up into one group, and we can then take out the garrison in Huzhou. Oh right, we're still bombarding that one. That poor infantry is not having a great time, is it? Let's send you there. I suppose we could send the crow from the other side to at least assist in the attack. And these can move... nope. Move into the city. That one is probably going to be repaired, and so is that one. Now, we have a barracks over there, so that shouldn't take too long to repair. And then let's gather up the troops here. The artillery should still be on the move, but they usually just fire and then get stuck. They do not move after that. Which is a bit of an issue, admittedly. Wait, where are you going? Why are you not repairing there? Okay, well, let's... Well, I mean, I think I know why they're not repairing there, because it's a different region. But yeah, let's just get in there. We're going to destroy probably both of the garrisons at the same time. Oh, no, actually, you need to go through the forest rather than striking another place. Okay, so that one... Just going to send for repairs all the way down there. It's a bit of a long distance, to be fair. There, once we get to Hangzhou, we're going to get another barracks. And that's going to make life a lot easier. Okay, now we're making, well, we're making a tiny bit of profit at least. Now, how far has the construction gone down here? Still needs 52 days. I mean, it's been building not quite that long, has it? Okay, we'll send the unit that is not in a good shape there. The rest of the units can wait here for maybe some supply. Oh, right, that's abandoned town, so there's not going to be any supplies in there. I see. That's a bit of a problem then. Well, we can capture that at least. If we can take these, the enemies will need to go around. I mean, that's actually where they got in here, wasn't it? Through this gap here. Right, well, let's take the industrial complex there. This that can get into the town first, and then you are going to attack west from there. Probably through the forest. It's going to be... Oh, there we go. We got the industrial complex as well. Okay, let's entrench in there. Yep. You get in there. Then let's get into the city here. I mean, we are definitely getting closer and closer to the urban areas down here. Well, I'm not entirely sure if the urban area would be the correct term here. There's a lot less cities than in USA, for example. But still, it's relatively important area, I'd assume. Well, let's get into the city here. Eventually we're going to have to repair pretty much everything in the world. That's going to cost a lot. Of course, by then, hopefully we've gotten a bit more of the research. Let's actually have a quick look. How far are we into the Man on Mars? I don't know the exact percentages, but we have gotten a little bit forward, I think. Or are we... No, we are researching advanced computing inputs, I believe. We haven't gotten the interstellar environmental controls. And then there's the navigation and the arc. Oh, and the interstellar living quarters is also missing. Alright then. Okay, we should at least get some supplies around here. And with these units we can start looping down along this smaller river south of Hangzhou. Alright, let's move these to the next town then. You can go ahead and take the industrial complex there. And the artillery just refuses to move, which is a bit annoying. Do we have units here that need to be retreating? Not necessarily. Well, let's just get into the next city. Oh, that one doesn't have any supplies there. Huh. Okay. Oh, that's abandoned town, abandoned town. That one's not abandoned town, so that should spread the supplies around at some point. How do you actually get in there? Well, that's also abandoned. That's going to be a bit of a pain in the butt then. Okay, we got 2 billion at least. I suppose what I could do is first, and nope, don't entrench in the sea there. Oh, Hangzhou does have a lot of artillery. So what we are going to do is we're just going to take that. It's not abandoned town. It's just a town. It's going to have some supplies tomorrow. Just going to let the supplies start spreading in here, and we'll leave like 1 unit in here to keep the place clear, more or less. We'll try to move beyond the reach of the artillery there, although we're going to have to get some garrison down here. I'm going to put the max garrison in these. The reason for that is because they do have a lot more units that can cross rivers than we do. And that's kind of the big weakness that we have right now in our army. Alright, let's entrench you down there. This one needs to go get some repairs. I'm not entirely sure where it's going to be going. Hopefully it's not going to go... Well, actually... It might go down south. Speaking of south, we've got some crows there waiting, and then we've got this stack here that can take the city. Another crow can go get some repairs. Is that a... that is a village. Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to take 3 crows, send them over there, and the rest of that is going to move east. Oh wow, that's a lot of units there. Let's grab that one. Let's move east, south. Get beyond the reach of the artillery, that'd be nice. At least to a degree. Okay, we are doing some damage up there. How are we doing on this side? Oh, right, is that bombarding all the way there? I don't know. Could also be just shooting at the infantry here. It would not be the first time. We lost a little bit of territory. Oh, speaking of supplies, actually, we have increased our infrastructure rating back up to 21.7%. So it's not very high, but it at least helps a little bit. Okay, are we going to take this? Well, yes we are, but how quickly are we going to take this? Seems like it's still going to take a little while. Right, well, let's gather up the troops here, take Tungsi. We got a little bit of troops shuffling around down this way. Looks like for the most part we are fine. We can send that one out for repairs. And if we can clear out the rest of this area, that would be really good for us. Well, let's move these closer to the city, and we can probably move these closer to the city. Let's get to Tungsi. And is that lake or that's like forest? Okay. Let's just grab a few of these. Make sure that they can't get around the lake anymore there. And the troops over here can entrench over here first, and then start moving further south. Looks like we've finally started getting some supplies in here, at least some of the places. So that is helping. And artillery has started shooting the enemy artillery there, which is now kind of stuck. It can't get to your barracks anymore. Not alive anyway. Let's go ahead and let's spread some of these troops to make sure that we have a bit of a front line here until we've cleaned up the pocket here. And then we're going to move further north to Nanjing and Shanghai and all that. Should be a fairly solid plan, I'd say. Okay, that crow probably needs to pull back. A lot of the troops that we had here did get quite a bit of bombardment from Hangzhou, so that is something that we need to keep in mind. But now that we got a lot of money again, I think we need to... I mean, we're still building the consumer goods factory there, but I think we need to start building more. But I'm actually kind of tempted to just get rid of another one of these advanced consumer goods factories first, so that's gonna reduce the amount of consumer goods that we produce for the time being, but at the same time it shouldn't have a massive impact on the unemployment. Speaking of unemployment, it's 12.3% now, so it is improving, and inflation is now minus 4.2%. Okay, so GDP should still be going down on a yearly basis, but not quite as quickly, at least. But if we get back to at least 1,000, that would already be quite nice. We're still getting 60 million. It's going to take a few days to be completed. That gives us a little bit more time to get this consumer goods factory completed. Then we can move the engineers down there. We can get rid of the advanced consumer goods factories and then get the regular ones instead. Again, I'm willing to sacrifice a little bit of the production efficiency to get the unemployment curtailed. Let's take all of these experienced ones to take out the industrial complexes in here. For the most part anyway, and we've gotten some more repairs done here. This stack should definitely take the city there. I can hear some combat. Well, it was probably this one, wasn't it? Yep. It was indeed. Okay, so we are actually losing a ton of money now. Is that because we're not selling enough? Oh yeah, there's some military goods that we're not selling. I'm just going to lower the production of that then back to 30,000. Plus, I suppose we are producing a bit less... Oh, did someone capture that? Oh yeah, they did. Oh wait, no. Yes, maybe. Now let's get back in there. Let's recapture that. Oh, there we go. Make sure that we have a garrison there, and then we can capture this one. Or capture the one in the north. And then over here, let's go ahead and capture Jinhua. And Langxi is going to be the next one there. That one needs to go... Well, that crow needs to go get some repairs. Hangzhou is still bombarding the troops in here, but not very effectively, I would say. Or at least I hope. Okay, now we're making some money again. Probably because we sold the resource that we didn't manage to sell yesterday. Approval rating is 11.3, average social rating is 18.9, so not very high. But it's not the worst that we've had. But here's the funny thing. If we can start improving our GDP per capita, the world average is going to be increasing a lot as well, because, well, I mean, let's be honest, we have the vast majority of the world population in our country. Like, the world population is about 6 billion, a bit more probably, but not massively more, I don't think. And we have 4.1 million, if I remember correctly, or almost 4.2 billion now. So yes, there is quite a bit of Colombians in here. Or in the world. Alright, let's borrow some of these to attack the next place. I think that's gonna be fine. Infantry can move in there. We do have the artillery support as well, so it should go down rather nicely. Still 75 days away from the future military designs. Just gonna pull that one out of the combat before it's destroyed. I mean, those 4 garrisons should be quite suppressed by the artillery fire, and they're going to be dead rather soon anyway. There we go. Only 2 remaining, 1 remaining, 0 remaining. Alright, let's move these out. The infantry can probably stay in there for the time being. We may need some troops in here, although... Oh, that's some troops moving over there. Let's make sure that we get some more garrisons down here. Just to make sure that we don't lose anything in particular. Right. Question is, do we... We might want to go ahead and go north first. Cut off the roads down here, take Nanjing and the land production there. And then that's something that we should be able to hold rather easily. Then we're going to turn east towards Shanghai and south towards Hangzhou. That might work. That is just an industrial complex, okay. Let's take some of the more experienced ones from here. Get a full group of 7 and then just send them driving northwards. That should be fairly good. Well, yeah, that did kind of annihilate the enemies there. Oh, there is some enemies here. That's not good. We have a crow there. Do we have any more crows down here in the south? We've got a little bit of infantry here in the south. Start moving that up north, and I suppose we can move in some of the elite forces from here. Kind of knew that there might be some like this. Oh, yeah, that garrison died. This one should be slightly better. There we go, at least we stopped it. But no, we'll send in some crows down there this time at least. We need to have something that is quick and can get rid of that one. No, we lost another unit. And that garrison is not going to have a great time either. But yes, I didn't know that is a possibility that could happen here. But if the crows get there in time, which they just about might, well, they got to the neighbouring province at least. Or neighbouring hex, rather. Okay, yes, they did manage to destroy the garrison, but now they activated the other one. They activated my trap card. Oh, that one's retreating, and attack up here seems to be going just about according to plan. If we can take that one, we can just sit right next to the road while they're trying to send in troops in or out of Hangzhou. Oh! They activated the garrison in here. Okay, well that's going to be bad for both sides, I reckon, because that garrison is not going to hold for that much. If we can recapture some of these, how much? Make sure that you have at least a bit more garrisons in there. Let's just entrench you there for the time being. So they probably won't be bombarding you. Ooh, is that gonna go through? Well, it's gonna try to go through. Send you over there, and I suppose this army can start moving north as well, or northeast rather. Get you to Tuxi. Or Tangxi, sorry. And this particular crow over here can probably start moving north as well. Yeah, they got some bombardment over there, but that is one of the reasons why we need to take that sooner rather than later. I think we got enough troops to take out that one. We can send in some from here, and then I think Wuhu is going to be a good target after this. Oh, and our artillery is having some field day here. That's for sure. Now, did the... Oh, that's only 2 garrisons. It's not full garrisons yet. That's a bit of a shame. That one can pull back a tiny bit. Down to 2 garrisons now, excellent. I think we can take a bit more. There we go, so we took that one, and then actually we are out of time for this episode. So I think the next episode is gonna be... Well, we'll take Nanjing and Hangzhou, maybe? Well, at least Nanjing, and then start moving east and southeast. So staying on this side of the river. Is that the Yellow River? Or Yangtze? I don't remember which one it is. Well, it's one of them. But anyway, that is what we'll be doing tomorrow. So if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.